Astral projection is a modern term used in esotericism to describe an intentional out-of-body experience that assumes the existence of a soul or a portion of consciousness understood as the astral body that is separate from the physical body and capable of traveling outside the physical body throughout the cosmos, the universe, the omniverse. Dreaming is an unconscious astral projection. When in deep sleep or during an astral projection experience, the soul is said to temporarily leave the body, essentially leaving this third dimension reality. Astral projection is essentially the midpoint between an out-of-body experience, an OBE, and a lucid dream. When you start to fall asleep, but wake up right before it happens, you can literally feel your soul coming back into your body. It takes a couple of seconds to regroup and come back. That is why you sometimes feel like you're falling, like, you've caught yourself where you've lost your balance and you're about to hit your head from falling due to falling asleep. The head exploding sensation, as some people describe it, is one of the classic first steps that many often feel when an astral projection journey is kicking in. That is one of the signs you know that you're doing it right. You feel pressure in your brain and your body starts to tingle, and then your whole body goes limp. And if you can control it, your soul will leave your body shortly after. An out-of-body experience, an OBE, not to be confused with an NDE, a near-death experience, although it is a type of death, leaving behind the physical body, the genetic vehicle, much the same way when you expire, when your physical shell, your container for consciousness, when its time is up. It is the same process. But an out-of-body experience is an experience and sensation of your consciousness leaving the body, and you witness yourself as a third person. These episodes are often reported by people who have had a near-death experience during an OBE. You may feel as if you're outside yourself, looking at your life from another perspective, as if witnessing from above or from a higher consciousness. So, it is important to understand how important your sleep time is, and that much work takes place during your sleep, whether you are aware of it, whether you remember it when you come back, when you awake. But during your sleep is a very important time, because that is when you're actually, whether it does not matter whether you remember it, your consciousness, cognizant of it, but it is taking place. You are going with your guides. Some of us are going to the motherships, meeting with our soul groups, our starseed families, and much work is taking place at night. And even sometimes if you find yourself, if you can't sleep during the night, that is merely indicative that another aspect of your multi-dimensional soul family in another dimension, another part of the universe, multiverse, is doing work. So all this ties together, but it's important to honor and cherish your nighttime sleep time. But it is during this sleep time, during this sleep space, and later during the conscious daytime walking around space, that many gifts are given, many tools and strategies are given, shared. But as we are building our living light body, you will understand that there is nothing that is random. and all the energetics that have been purposely designed to bring humanity and all inform into the higher levels of awareness and light. Nothing is random. It is all synchronous displays of universal cosmic precision. So, understanding the rays of creation and the tools of light alchemy, understanding the rays of light, listening to the teachers, the archangels, the ascended masters, but in particular the archangels, the teachers of light, how I know them, and trying to understand these tools that are given to us. A lot of times we can overstand this and think too much about it, where we have conflicting information. How can one archangel say, or one master, people that have channeled information, you know, it varies, it differs from channel to channel, from prophet to prophet. That is essentially what a prophet in the Old Testament was. They were channeling. It is going on today. The Vatican tried to tell people, oh, no one is in communion with God. No one is in communion with the angels and the spirits, receiving revelations, receiving information disseminations from source. They try to cut all that off and say, well, no, it stopped. You know, the age of dispensation is over with. But that's how they control. That's part of the organized control mechanism of organized religion. But there's, to address the various information, details about the archangels and, you know, what color is associated with what archangel or aspect of angel. It's all very personal. It's all, because as source, we are fractals of source alive in these genetic vehicles, these containers of consciousness, and everything is unique in our revelations, in our soul path. So I tried to one time ask for a spreadsheet detailing the 12 rays of light, their colors, the purpose, and the masters in charge of each. And the great Archangel Uriel smiled. The rays of creation are applications used in the creation process. They are invoked and used when one is in a higher level of awareness. The rays of light are used when one is in a denser, third-dimensional state. Both are extremely useful for the corresponding level of awareness. On this particular path, we are moving toward living in the higher dimensions. Therefore, the rays of creation are most effective for us. We have access to each ray and its power when we are in a fourth or fifth or higher dimensional awareness. And you can correlate fourth, fifth, sixth, seventh dimensionals with the fourth, fifth, sixth, seven layers of thought that we've discussed in previous light alchemy offerings here at the Ombanda New Earth Ashram. In other words, when we are arguing and we're all engaged in noisiness in the third dimension, the rays of creation are not available to us. When we get caught up in the drama, we tend to lose connection with our higher dimensions. That is why it's vitally important to not to have your attention go to any area in the third dimension, any conflicts, any debates, or anything like that. It is important to stay focused in the in your higher consciousness. So the rays of creation, essentially, when we are arguing and they're engaged in the noisy third dimension, the rays of creation are not available to us. They are taken from us. When we are in the third dimensional noise, we are not a vibrational match to them. So we are unable to access them. The rays of creation have no archangel or ascended master related to them, nor do they have specific colors or sounds assigned. The rays are vast and fluid in their application. They are numbered simply for the understanding of our rational mind. If you need to see them as colors, please assign them whatever colors resonate with you. We must remember, during the fall of consciousness, the rays were given to the creator gods to assist them in uplifting themselves and getting themselves out of the uncomfortable situations they found themselves in. The rays were given to bring the creator gods back to the light of Creator. Unfortunately, the mutations created by the creator gods were multiplying too rapidly for the creator gods to turn the situation around quickly enough. One after another, the rays were given to the creator gods, but to no avail. Today, we're doing what wasn't possible then. In the first ray of creation, this was the first ray given to assist the creator gods. Its energetic was the will of the creator, and it was designed as the first step in any creation, to set the energy to match that of creator. In this way, the creations would only be created in creator's light. Today, you can use the first ray to initiate any of your creations or to dismantle projects. We will discuss right now how to call upon the first ray of creation, using any of the tools you have thus far learned and integrated into your daily practice. Close your eyes and take a moment to return to that place, to that quiet place of meditation. Sit in the sanctuary of the pink diamond within the Sacred Heart. Choose your project and see it before you. See as much detail as you can without engaging the rational mind. In your own way, call the first ray of creation into your creation. Imagine it in any way you enjoy. Watch, watch, watch as this ray affects and fulfills your creation, both in this meditation and later as it begins to unfold in your life. Watch, watch, watch as your finger hits the subscribe button, gives this video a thumbs up, and stays tuned for further video offerings and information disseminations from the Om Bandhan New Earth Ashram for compassion, strength, and the rays of creation. Namaste, namaskaram.